Hickok 45 here with the new Ruger Mark IV Hunter. So let's do some hunting. Let's hunt some pot. You want to? I think I found some. Let's see what else we can hunt. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Uh-oh, I missed. I didn't that time. Cool. Click. Oh yes, this is the Mark IV. You probably already heard about it, and I had heard about it, and I've been shooting it off and on for a few days, so I thought I'd tell you about it. Okay. If you don't know everything about it, you came to the wrong places. I don't know everything, but I do know it is an improvement. Let's make sure it is unloaded. That's what you want to do, and put the safety on. And of course, the biggest claim to fame is you push this little button back here, and it just comes apart so simply, right? The bolt and all of that. And if you've ever owned one of these, that is a sight for sore eyes to you. It is to me, no doubt about it, because I did own one of these. And like some of you, I traded it off. I sold it because it was a little inconvenient to take apart. It wasn't impossible, but it just wasn't convenient. And I have other 22 pistols. I have the Model 41 Smith that comes apart pretty easily. And so it was really just a matter of not undoable, but it's like, why fight it? Why fight it? If I want to shoot some rounds through a 22 semi-automatic pistol, I've got others that are easier to take apart and clean. So it's like a lot of things. It's just by comparison, you know, it's more problematic, you know. And you know what's happened in the firearms industry over the years, like this is a Glock, imagine that. You know, we've grown spoiled by that, haven't we? By being able to take a gun apart like that without even thinking, cleaning it, and then throwing it back together in just no time. And there are firearms that don't fall into that category, aren't there? There's a lot of them, especially older firearms. I recently had to take apart one of my Model 92 Winchesters to replace a firing pin. Boy, was I reminded that that's, even though not to diss John Browning or anything, but wow, what a difference. It was an ordeal. And I almost had to take it to my gunsmith to get him to finish it, really, especially the reassembly of it. But anyway, this is kind of what we've grown to expect. You know, we've gotten spoiled by all the polymer wonders and different firearms that come apart so simply. And fortunately, Ruger redesigned this baby. And isn't it a great country? It is a great country, because competition in the world of business has brought us so many wonderful products. You know, this, the iPhone, you name it. I don't even have an iPhone, but you know, it just any sort of thing that we use where there's competition, there's that constant race to make it better, so you can sell more of them, right? And make yours better and maybe the best. Well, obviously, you know that the Smith & Wesson was at the Victory that came out recently. Is pretty easy to take apart, and it's a nice little pistol, 22 pistol. You've seen it right here on this table, and I slobbered all over it because it is nice to take apart. You do need the hex wrench, right? But you know, no big deal. It's not a combat pistol, and so I was extremely pleased to see how that thing worked. This is even simpler. And so Ruger jumped on this. I understand there's been internally talk about doing this for some time, and I think there are different stories, and I'm sure Ruger won't admit it, you know, but I think it was that gun, that Smith & Wesson, that probably got them off their rear, and okay, we've got to go ahead and do this, and they did. And they did a great job. They did a great job, I think, because it's all you have to do is make sure the safety's on. It's unloaded, of course, and push the button, and look how simple it is. It's just amazing. And then of course to get the, not just that, but to get the bolt out and clean it. You know, there it is. There's the bolt face, and of course clean it from the rear. It's always best to clean from the breech. You know, and most any pistol or rifle or whatever, if you can. Okay. And then you just slip it together. Now I hope I don't have it too dry. I don't like to use a lot of lube on 22 firearms, because boy, they get so dirty. The ammo is filthy. But that's wonderful. That's a piece of work. I'll probably have to have another one. I really don't need another pistol. And there's that need again. But I'll load this mag while you're feasting on eyes on that thing. But it's cool. This is the Mark series again. I'll give you a little history. You know, they came out in 1949. Ruger and Sturm. I forget Sturm's first name, but they partnered up, and in 49 they came up with this. The first one was just a standard pistol. I don't think it was called a Mark I or anything, but it was. You've seen them. They're kind of collectible now. Those first models, they're like this in design, but they're not stainless. They're just black. I think they were aluminum frame. I guess they were aluminum frame back when they started. I'm not sure. I know they are now, I think, or alloy frame. They might have been back then too. And in 49. And then Sturm died in, I think it was 51. You know, there's nothing funny about dying, but that's kind of the old joke with Sturm, Ruger and company. You know, where's Sturm? You know, and he's been gone a long time. And I didn't realize, till I was reading somewhere recently, that when they first came up with the logo, the coat of arms, the Ruger coat of arms, so to speak, the eagle, it was red, kind of like that, I guess. And then when Sturm died, Bill Ruger decided to turn it black, just in memory of him, and of course the sadness associated with losing his partner, and that's why it's been black all these years. And I think on this one now they've gone back to the red, so that was kind of in honor of him as well. So I didn't know that. You could fill the world with stuff I don't know. Where's my mag? There it is. So anyway, these have been around a while. You had the originals, the Mark II, the Mark III. In fact, we had a suppressed Mark III here recently. But and the Mark III I had was it was a Mark III. It was exactly like this, and I just fell in love with the looks of this. I just love the looks of that pistol, and I bought one. It must have been about 9 years ago, because we were not doing videos at the time, or else I'd have done a video before I sold it. And I remember selling it and hating to do it, really, because I just thought it was a beautiful pistol and it was a great shooter. But I just knew I'd be shooting my Model 41 when I wanted to shoot something like that, and because I didn't want to be breaking it down. And I like to keep my firearms clean, as you know, take them apart and clean them up. And again, it can be done, and you'll see people post about how simple it is. They have them, but it didn't seem that simple to me. It seemed a little annoying to have to go through that to take it apart. And of course, that's why they redesigned it. And it wasn't just the breakdown. What else did they do? They enhanced, to some extent, the slide lock there. It's more like you'd find on a normal combat pistol or something. And the safety, the thumb safety, is a little different. If it used to be kind of a little, I think it was like a stainless button there. And even the mag release is a little bit different, similar, and it drops the mags real well now. If they didn't fall out as well on the others, they really pop out on this one. So you've got that all is enhanced a little too, and you got ambi safeties, which I don't like. There's a negative, because it hits my knuckle, as they often do. I can't, when I reach up here to try to disengage it with my thumb, it bounces against my finger over there, or rubs against it, and will not go down very well. But that's me. I always have that problem with ambi safeties. I don't like them. Internally, of course, they redesigned that part where it comes loose, but as I understand, they made some minor modifications to the firing pin, the hammer, the sear, the bolt, just to make it feed more reliably, so to speak, okay, supposedly, and all that. But it's basically the same pistol. This whole lower is milled out of one piece of stainless. Okay, that's all one piece. So these are just strong guns. So that cylinder, the way the bolt is a cylinder, and the way it all lines up and sleeves in together. They're famous for just being a well-built, firearm. For what, 60 plus years. Okay, now they're easier to take apart and manipulate. I just love the way it comes apart. I'll have to say. Let's shoot it a little bit. Okay, this is, and I don't know, it's kind of weird that I would maybe like this. John liked it too, though. He remembers when I had the other one, and it's been 9 or 10 years ago. He remembers liking it too, just liking the looks of it. He thought it was a space gun kind of looking thing, and I guess it is. Has the fluted barrel there, which helps keep the barrel cool, and it makes it look cool too. All right, let's shoot the target here, the paper target. Get that safety off. Remind me where to hold. Okay, so you can just shoot pretty much right on. I've not messed with the sights, so I'll put the target in the box as I always do. Woo. Got him on the last shot. I went out this morning and I was fortunate to find a couple of magazines at Guns and Leather over here in Greenbrier. That worked out well. So I have 4 magazines. Now just 2 come with it. 2 magazines. There's a 2-liter. That thing looks like it's half full. Must be an illusion. Yeah, now it's not half full. Let's go bowling. Uh-oh. Shooting too fast. Oh, there's a 12-ouncer. I think there's another one somewhere. How about inside that bucket? Yeah, I knew it. Got to shoot a tin can or 2 if you have a 22, right? We're shooting, by the way, Federal ammo or CCI, all the same umbrella. And we appreciate Federal helping us out. As you know, especially with 22 ammo, it's gotten expensive. Let's go over there and wake up Mr. Gong. Maybe I can hear if I hit it, like my ear out a little bit. Yeah. Good. Let's try the red plate on the left. Let's try the one in the middle. I can't hear it. There we go. There we go. Sights are right on, no doubt about it. How about the big old hanging thing over there? I know what I'll do. I'll try those. I got to come up with a name for those 8-inch plates that slide down the post. Well, how about slider? We call them sliders. Now this may not be the best firearm to shoot at them with. I don't know if it'll activate it. I'll try it. All right. Slid them down there. What else here needs to be shot? What else needs to be? Oh, look at here. There's a little cinder down there. Oh yeah. And Mr. Cowboy. Okay. That is fun. I tell you. Uh-oh, there it is. What else about this thing that I didn't lie to you about? Well, hey, as far as negatives, I say the ambi safeties are a negative for me. I guess they're not for most people. I don't know. You know, I mean, it's a 22 target. Even though it's called a hunter, I look at it as a kind of a target for me, a target pistol. And it's not a combat pistol. So the fact that it has a magazine disconnect, which is generally a negative, it's not so much a negative on this, I guess. The sight is fine. It's not really a target sight. That must be why it's called the Hunter instead of the target model. They do have a target model with different sights. So it's kind of a big sight. I don't catch it as being a real precision sight, but probably more suitable to me for the kind of plinking I enjoy doing. If I can hit little plates over there and stuff occasionally when I get thinking I can really hit something, that's good enough for me. I'm not like 22 plinks or trying to light matches at 100 yards or something. So those sights are okay. This is the model I would buy again, and I may have to. It's pretty cool. One thing I was going to mention too, that Bill Ruger, people remark about the angle of that grip. I was reading that he had bought a Nambu, a Japanese Nambu pistol from a Marine who had brought one back from World War II. And people kind of theorize that that's really where he got this design, that and from the Luger, German Luger, that kind of angle and that look to the pistol, and makes sense because it has that same angle and kind of looks like it. But there was another lie I was going to tell you. I can't remember what. Let me load one more time here. Take a few more shots. There was some kind of wild story I was going to lie to you about. Forgot what it was now. But oh yeah, I was going to tell you when I went to get found these magazines, 2 of these magazines this morning, and I didn't really expect to. I was just going to do the video with a couple of magazines. Would have been okay, but I'll run over here and see if they have a couple. And I had time and needed to pick up something else. A Mission First minimalist stock for another rifle. Had that too. It was great. And but anyway, they also had this firearm on the shelf, exact firearm, and they had the Mark III, the same firearm, the one I owned. It's kind of funny. In fact, that's where I bought the first one about 10 years ago. And I had to get myself out of there because I've shot this enough and worked with it enough to know I really like it, because it was, to keep my checkbook in my pocket and get on out of there. Or I could have had 2. I was close to having 2 on the table. Okay, so just again, the no dog in the fight. We don't owe anything to Ruger or Smith & Wesson or anybody else, of course, but I do like this, and that's why I bought one, and I like it even more, I have to say. Not discovered anything yet that's really a serious negative. Again, you got your magazine disconnect, and that gets in my way right there. But other than that, the trigger's fine. It's not the Target model, but it's a good little pistol, and for most general plinking, this is what I'd want. I think the Target model has an alloy frame, I believe I read. I would be careful of that. Speaking of that, if you're thinking you have fallen in love with the way they break down, the changes they've made, you might want to investigate these pistols more closely, because generally, because the one that's called the Target model is what you'd think. Okay, I'm just going to target shoot with it, so I guess I'll get the Target model. I would obviously, depending on whether you're going to order it online or pick it up in a shop, or actually fondle it before you purchase. But and I truthfully haven't held the Target model and looked at it myself. Somebody told me that I might not like the sights on it. I don't know. I think that was Plinkster told me that. So you might want to look at it, because Target can mean different things to different people, like Target model. Maybe you just want, like me, you just want a 22 that's easy to handle, and to knock around, plink around like I do. You're not going to train for the Olympics or anything, and you just want to shoot normal stuff, tin cans or something, and you want kind of semi-normal sights on it that are adjustable, like these, windage and elevation. There might be something about the Target model that you wouldn't like. I don't know, but I would check it out, because this one is the one I like. Okay, and not that I'm the authority on everything, but I like this one right here. It's fine for me, for what I'm going to be doing. And what I'm going to be doing right now is plinking. Okay, do we have anything left to shoot? We always have steel to shoot, don't we? We always have it. Okay. It won't knock anything over there, so that's the only thing about shooting big stuff. So for 22s, we got to put a couple more on the Target here. And guess who was first to know I didn't have my ears on? That's good. How about a swinging pin? Yeah. How about some plates? Oh, we got more ammo. Do a speed load, combat speed load. How about some swinging plates? Yeah, pretty nice. Feels good. I may not send this back. Actually, I have to. This goes to E-Gunner. Okay, one of you will own this pistol. You'll probably be able to shoot it better than I can, but I can at least hit that bowling pin at 5 yards. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I bet I can hit that bucket at 5 yards too. That's the main thing. Be able to hit something at 5 yards. Pretty cool. You know, it has not malfunctioned yet. You're about to jinx it on the last magazine, I guess. But it's cycled right on. Oh, you know what? The Cowboy has been neglected. Let's shoot this one over here. Machine gun that Cowboy. So, pretty cool. I compliment Ruger immensely on that redesign. That is cool. If only all firearms were that easy to manipulate and take apart. Don't you wish? I'll bet everybody has a firearm. You wish you could do that, like Garand or some of the others that I have. I take apart periodically. It would be so nice. And however, that said, it's fun to tinker with them and learn how they come apart and work with them. Get all your screwdrivers together. I bring firearms out here on this table quite frequently. The weather's decent, whether it's the Garand or because I got more room and everything. And I enjoy, tinkering and taking it apart and making sure I got all the parts where I remember where they go back and oiling, cleaning. So that's part of the hobby, but it's also nice to be able to take one apart this quickly. It's just mainly a shooter. It's not an antique. It's not a World War II vintage, firearm or anything. So you just want something that's fun to shoot and and you can clean it pretty simply. So it's a pretty gun, I'll have to say, and other than just a couple of minor negatives that I can find with it, it's nice, and it's drilled and tapped up here, so you can put different types of sights on the thing. You want to put a red dot on it or whatever, you can do that. Feels good in the hand, looks good in the hand. I could sell them. Cool gun. Life is good. Well, since I'm still here, let me go ahead and thank SDI, the Sonoran Desert Institute, for their support of the channel. If you're not familiar with them, they do distance learning. They're fully accredited. You can get a certification in gunsmithing there. You can even get an associate degree in firearms technology, and you can go on to do a lot of different things with that, if you're interested. So, there's hands-on training and everything. So check the link in the description, sdi.edu. And check it out. I do a lot of work with veterans, so it might be of some interest to you. So check that out. And also keep in mind, while I've got you, while I'm still here, that we are on Full 30 now. All our videos are over on full30.com, and there's a link in the video descriptions to that as well. So watch us wherever you like to. YouTube, Full 30, better yet, both. And keep in mind that we have the Hickok 45 and Son channel. John does a lot of things over there. I do some things over there, some Hickok history, different things. We've got the Hickok 45 Facebook page. We do a lot on that. There's 400,000 people following that. I hope you're one of them. The Hickok 45 and Son Facebook page. So got a lot going on there. Got the Gun Culture Radio show that John does, and I'm on that show sometimes. Over on Hickok 45 and Son. So just wanted to make you aware of everything that's going on in case you might not be familiar with it, okay? And you'd better start getting familiar with it, because if you don't, I'm going to come to your house and have a chat with you. You don't want that to happen. And if I do, you'd better have good donuts and good coffee waiting for me, okay?